Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally doesn't work. I mean, seriously, it doesn't work without you guys. So, thank you all for tuning in to the Joe Boo Sports Report. We are just 49 days, 22 hours, and 20 seconds away from kickoff of the 2018 season against the Carolina Panthers. You guys know I'm excited. In fact, that this is the last weekend that we do not have the teams working out and practicing. And it's a rainy, cold day, and unfortunately, I had the day off and was looking at doing a lot of stuff outside because I want to get the place together for the season, and we're going to be taking off and going to California in a week and a half, so don't have much time to get ready for the season. And I'm trying to figure out where to put this right here. I got this at the autograph signing show in Chantilly, and it's Dallas Cowboys all-time greats, cards and stuff. I'm not much for cards and things, but I think I'm going to put it maybe over there or over there by my Hall of Fame cabinet and stuff. You know, I love having memorabilia and things. Well, here we are. Cowboys have done a lot of work in this offseason trying to get ready and make the team better. And I think that they did a lot for what they had as far as money to work with. I think they plugged a lot of holes and took care of a lot of different things that they needed to. And looking at this season, I know the talking heads out there think that the Cowboys are doo-doo, or at least that's what they're putting out there, that they don't think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be any good. You know, you see Hog Heaven thinking the Cowboys are going to be in the basement. You've got the USA Today saying 7-9 and so on. I'll be honest with you. I love that. I love the fact that people think that we're going to be a slump buster, a team that's going to be easy to beat, a team that you're not going to have to worry about. They've got no weapons. They're not going to be good. They're going to be dysfunctional. Because more times than not, it's whenever the expectations are there for your team that they don't get fulfilled. Seriously. And it's amazing because in the NFL, things can change so rapidly. 2 years ago, you guys, or I'm sorry, I'm just saying you guys, but the talking heads basically thought the Seattle Seahawks were going to be, great for the next 10 years, but yet they're really in the middle of rebuilding. Last year, we looked at the Rams and we thought, oh, the Rams, rookie coach. They were 4-12 the year before, same old lambs. And here it is now, they're the talk of the town, the hot team, and I think they're going to be coming back to earth, but that's just my opinion. And of course now, every poll that you see, everybody is on the Philadelphia Eagles bandwagon. They're going to be great for the next 10 years. They're built right. Young team. They got it together. They figured out the formula. But people seem to forget the changes in the NFL. It's one of the reasons why we love it, because two things you can count on the NFL is New England Patriots are going to be in the playoffs and the Cleveland Browns are going to be in the basement. Other than that, everything turns over and over and over. You can be the MVP one year, and the next year, your numbers go in half. There's so many things that work against you. But I know when the expectations are there on the Cowboys in recent history, it just has not worked. Think about it. When the Super Bowl was in Dallas, the talk was the Cowboys could be the first team to have a home Super Bowl. Yet Wade Phillips got fired during the season, and that was the beginning of the Jason Garrett era. After 2014, the catch, no catch, everybody thought, oh, the Cowboys, man, they were so close to being to the NFC Championship game. They were robbed. Yet we were 4-12, and I know people say it was just because Tony Romo, but I'm not sure that even if Tony Romo had stayed upright, that it would have still been that great of a team. 2016. Best offensive line in football. Rookie of the Year quarterback. Best running back. Defense is coming on. The Cowboys are built for the long haul, and then boom. Things happened. We came back down to earth. Nobody was expecting the Cowboys in 2016 to do well, especially after Tony Romo went and got hurt. Yet we were successful. After the 8-8 years and Jason Garrett being on the hot seat, nobody expected the 2014 Dallas Cowboys to win the division. So from that standpoint, I'm kind of happy that we are flying down under the radar, that people are discounting them, and people are saying negative things about the Cowboys, that I'm hoping that the players pick up on that vibe and they come together. Now, this is the amazing thing to me in football, because right now people are talking about the Rams. They're so great and everything. Oh my God, the season that they had, they're fantastic. Young coach, unpredictable. But the reality is, there's not a lot of difference between the Cowboys and the Rams. A couple of plays is all that's different in our seasons. That's a fact. We had a couple of plays that were just bad. I mean, we had the fumble from Ryan Switzer in that game. If that fumble hadn't happened, I think we would have won. We had, unfortunately, without Sean Lee, they realized that Jalen Smith couldn't backpedal. And with him not being able to cover, Todd Gurley coming across the middle, they slashed and dashed us. With all that, we were still that close to still winning that game. Had we won that game, the season would have looked a lot different than the 9-7. We were 10-6. And then the narrative would probably be different with the Rams. Now, with that being said, I look at the team that still, I think, has, if Tyron Smith is healthy, one of the best offensive lines of football. And if you have a great offensive line, you can do a lot. I don't care what quarterback you have out there. If you can give him 5-6 seconds, he's going to find receivers that are open. I don't care who the receivers are. You give receivers 5-6 seconds to run routes, they're going to get open. And if you have an offensive line that can open holes like they did in 2016 for Zeke Elliott, and you can run the ball and pick up 5.1 yards a carry, you're going to have some success. Just from the simple fact of us having covered our holes, having depth for once, instead of us being reliant on those 22 guys that we have. And if we lose one of those, we drop off a cliff. We have guys that have experience that won't be as big a drop. I think that team's going to be better. The fact that if we can get our secondary healthy to start the season now having experience, they're going to be better. And I think that this team is going to go 11-5. I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't know if they'll win the division. I believe that the Eagles are going to come back down to earth. They're going to be a good team. Let's make no bones about it. They have good players on that team. I still think you're going to have a quarterback controversy before it's all said and done. But they're still going to be a good team. I think the Washington Redskins are improved, but I still think they're third in the division. And the Giants have made some upgrades, but I think Eli Manning is going to take an even bigger nosedive this year. And I still see that team as a process of basically revamping and rebuilding a team and being years away. So that's where I think this team is. I think they've done a good job at filling in a lot of holes. I don't think that they're done completely yet, because what the Cowboys do is they go through training camp and they will make some other moves after camp. Usually they're minor ones, but you never know what may transpire. But I feel good about our Cowboys going in here. So with this being the last weekend before the team's in camp, I'm curious, what are you doing today? And how do you feel about the Cowboys going into this season? I feel pretty good. As always, friends,